matter if it's knowledge that you're sharing, no matter if it's time, no matter if it's volunteering, or even a smile, that you smile to someone, it's still an act of charity.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. مثل الذين ينفقون أموالهم في سبيل الله كمثل حبة أنبتت 7 سنابل في كل سنبلة 100 حبة والله يضاعف لمن يشاء والله واسع عليم. الذين ينفقون أموالهم في سبيل الله ثم لا يتبعون ما أنفقوا منا ولا أذى لهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. قول معروف ومغفرة خير من صدقة يتبعها أذى والله غني حليم. I would like to start with a simple analogy. We define an object by its function. So, for example, a car is a car when it's able to get you from point A to point B. But if it's not able to get you to that, then it's not a car. It's actually a piece of metal that's a broken car. A chair, in the same way, is something that you can sit on. But a broken chair is no longer a chair. It lost its value because you can't do that function that it actually offers. And the same applies to us as human beings. God created us and gave us the intellect, the knowledge, the brain, and the ability to think. Not only to live for ourselves, but so that we can be the caretakers of earth. So we are meant to be the successors on earth, taking care of all creation of God. That's why God honored us. We are supposed to be the channels through which the mercy of God, the light, the guidance can reach all creatures, not only humans. So if we fail to do that, we lose the essence of our humanity. The example of those who spend their wealth in the cause of God is like a seed of a grain which grows 7 spikes. In each spike is 100 grains, and God multiplies the reward even more to whoever He wills. For God is all bountiful and all-knowing. Those who spend their wealth in the cause of God and don't follow their charity with reminders of their generosity or hurtful words, they will get their reward from their Lord, and there will be no fear for them, nor will they grieve. Kind words and forgiveness are better than charity followed by injury, and God is self-sufficient and most forbearing. Our first responsibility is towards those who are less fortunate than us. That's why in these verses God gave the example of a charity as just a small seed. A lot of the times we overlook a small seed, we throw it in the trash, we don't give it a lot of attention. But God is referring here that small seed, if it's put in the right environment, it will grow to much more bigger tree that has multiple branches. So the fruits that come from that tree is much more greater than the seed that you put in, the effort that you put in that. Sometimes the seed would take days to grow, sometimes it would take a few months, sometimes it would take years, but eventually the seed will grow. And the same thing with charity. You might not see the value in it right now, but it's for sure a chain that starts with you, but it continues for years to come. Do not overlook any kind of charity that you do, no matter how small it is, no matter if it's knowledge that you're sharing, no matter if it's time, no matter if it's volunteering, or even a smile, that you smile to someone. It's still an act of charity that will produce that tree with those hundreds of branches. The second thing that we need to understand from the verses is that any fruit that you grow, the conditions for planting has to be there in order for it to grow. You can put a seed, but don't take care of it, you don't give it nutrition and water, eventually it will die. It's not going to grow to be that tree that it's meant to be. God gave us the conditions for our charity in order that we see this tree growing. And those conditions are that the charity must be done sincerely without seeking recognition or praise from people. Also, the charity should not be humiliating or reminding the recipient of their need, because that hurts their dignity. And the last thing, charity must not be done in a way that makes people feel in debt to us, as if we are doing them a favor. So at the end, I would like to remind myself and remind every one of us here to truly live up to the name of human. We must fulfill the mission of God that He entrusted to us, to be channels of His mercy, His light, and His compassion. Charity is one of the most important ways that we can do that. So let us never underestimate a small seed, and let us give in ways that preserve dignity, kindness, and multiply goodness. And thank you.